Hello there, and welcome back to, Minecraft 1.17.1. It's been a while, and let's jump right into it, because we've got a lot to do before the next big update is released. And as lucky as we are on a small little island here. So there's nothing much to get here. We do have a couple other lucky things. One is this temple, underwater temple, which might come in handy, and we have this portal over there, this broken portal. So let's swim right across here. And don't attack me. Go away, go away. I don't want to deal with you guys just yet. 1.17 came out a long time ago, if I'm honest, in Minecraft terms at least. It's been a while, and I started a little something on the channel back then, and life happened. So guys, a lot of things did not work out as I would have liked, and we're here now. So I don't want to talk too much about the things that did or did not work, because let's be honest, you guys are here to watch some Minecraft, and that's what we're going to do. And I want to dedicate this let's play, because it's probably going to be quite short. It's only going to be a few months before 1.18 hopefully drops. I want to do all the things I usually don't, like building farms and defeating bosses, because usually I just start a world and build in it. I don't bother with stuff I will not need. For example, I never touch sea temples, because I don't need the prismarine blocks, because I don't really like to build with them. So, for example, I never fought my way through a sea temple. I never needed it. And in this short season, I just want to, learn all the new interesting things about Minecraft I have never bothered with, like doing all the farms: iron farm, gold farm, enderman farm, all the things. Ooh, there's some iron and some copper, but it goes deep down there. So, maybe. That's interesting. Maybe we can make a small mountain base and dig our way down there. That would be interesting. I personally tend to set my starter base up inside a mountain, because then it doesn't take away space outside, and I don't have to remove it. That's basically the main reason why I have my starter bases in holes, because usually they just have a door, and that door can be replaced as soon as we basically move on. So I will gather some basic stuff we need to survive our first couple of nights here in Minecraft, and then I will be back with you guys because you've guys probably either seen or done that a million times. So yeah, we don't have to include it here again. So I might have gone a little bit overboard when it comes to the starter base. So first of all, I put a glass ceiling on this because I like this a lot and I want to keep it. I'm probably going to build a tower or something around this. Not sure yet, but I really like the thing. And here you can see I already gained access to the spot. I haven't gone down there yet, so all the ores and stuff are still there. But I found something really interesting, which I'm going to show you in a bit. Otherwise, we have a small food production, and I put some cows into some fencing, started breeding a little bit, and this is basically the starter base. I'm going to replace the wooden stairs here with other material in the future because this doesn't look so great, but it was the best I had available. So I got here my discount ender chest just to mark the spot for the future. Set up some furnaces and a little bit of storage. I'm going to add 8 more double chests here. I have a little barrel for valuables. I found 15 iron while digging out everything here, so I smelted it already, but I haven't used it yet. And I completely decorated the place. Decorated in air quotes here. I put a lot more detail onto this than I usually do. Usually I have just a blank hole where I set up a shop in order to get everything going, and then I build a warehouse and start building my base. But this time I thought, let's put a little bit more effort in it. So I used mainly acacia and some oak wood for the floor. Gave it some depth here with half slabs as the ceiling and some stairs here around the edges. Here 3 holes which will be turned into small super smelters. One with normal furnaces, one with blast furnaces, and one with smokers. So I have this set up here. I might go one level down in order to do some bigger storage if I'm not setting up a separate building for it. And the other thing I've done is I dug down to the hole. Here are some free spaces left marked with a torch because I want to use some lighting blocks here, and I don't have access to them yet. I'm probably going to use these shroom light, they're called, if I remember correctly, from the Nether. I think they might look fantastic here. And yeah, also I had to reshape the hill a little bit, so I did some small terraforming to hide this staircase from the outside. And oh, there's a zombie. Hello. Whoop, whoop. So, and there's a mine shaft. So we have an incredible start. We have the ocean monument, and a mine shaft. And if I figured out correctly from when I got my wool for my bed, we might even have a pillager outpost nearby. But that's something I still have to confirm. But yeah, that's the little bit I spent my time on. Way much time than I'm willing to admit, because I don't have access to a lot of bone meal, so the whole tree stuff took some time. And before I continue going down to exploring the mine shaft, I want to... Oh, there's a turtle. That's good, so we can start breeding turtles. I like that. I want to check out the chest here, because I haven't done that yet. Okay. It's not impressive. Okay. Ooh, Curse of Vanishing and a Fortune 3 shovel. Okay. Yeah, well, we take what we can get. No. The Fortune 3 shovel might help, I don't know, at some point. I don't think so, but who knows. Yeah, just if you should look, here's where I did the terraforming. I think it looks pretty Minecrafty. I mean, it's not like I built an hillside or something like that, but it hides the entrance, because I wanted to match this with these two blocks when I come down there. And I could have dug an S shape to get down there, so I wouldn't have to do the terraforming, but that would be annoying to walk down, so I decided against that. So yeah, the next plan in order basically is to expand the food supply, get more cows, check whether or not the sheep have respawned, and start getting some resources done. I managed to gather a lot of resources in the meantime, and honestly, this took way longer than I'm willing to admit. Whoops, I set up some sugarcane over there because I needed it to get some books. I found a geode within the mine, which is great. I got some cobblestone, also some deep slate, a few more important things, and let's just show you everything. I built an entire enchanting setup. It's a level 30 enchanting table, and I finally got a Fortune 2 pickaxe, which means I can now go downstairs, and you will see a little bit changed here as well. I set up here a nicer way down to the mines, and I dug a hole that will lead us down to level 11 for some strip mining. And as you can see, aside from a few diamonds I took away here to make the pickaxe and the enchantment table, I tried to leave everything else when it comes to resources here, so I can pick it up with Fortune, and now that we have Fortune 2 I can finally do that. These tunnels are pretty much standard what I do when I start mining for resources. They just have 25 of these on each side, so that's 100 tunnels in total, and this time is, I believe, the first time I managed to get this done without hitting a cave system. I mean, at the end of here I hit some ocean, but that's pretty much straight tunnels without hitting anything. So we got a lot of resources, and I used one Unbreaking 3 iron pickaxe to dig out this way in order to get some more stuff. So the next step for me is to clean this out, and then I will, tell you guys a little bit more about what I'm planning for the next couple of episodes. Now that everything is completely cleared out, I must say it was not as much as I was hoping for. I mean, we have a decent amount of lapis now, and coal and redstone as well, but it was only 5 diamonds and a little bit of copper and not much iron, but that's definitely what we have to work with, and I don't think it's going to be a big issue. So let's put that up into our chests, and let's talk business. Let's talk what this series is actually going to be about, because so far I haven't said much, to be honest. I said it's a short let's play, so I can do everything I haven't done before, but that doesn't mean much if we're honest. So I'm going to move these things a little bit away. So for now we don't have much space here, so I need to expand the storage system and everything. So back to what I was trying to say, because otherwise I'm going to forget about it, because I am easily distractible, and that is not necessarily always a good thing. So I am going... Ooh, there's a creeper. I'm going to close the door again. See? As I said, easily distractible. No, what I'm going to do is I'm going to do everything I haven't done before in Minecraft. That means I am going to build mostly farms, because I usually don't. I am someone who builds. I have my personal favorite block palette I build with, and everything outside of that palette I don't bother with, which means I never built a guardian farm, because I never needed one. Just as an example, I don't like you standing here. I never built a tree farm, because I manually work with my trees. I'm going to take a little step back because of this dude over there. I also have to put my stuff in here. So these are things I've never built. I never built I never built an iron farm, because I never needed one. I never built a piglin farm. Stuff like that. You're multiplying. That is not fair. But this is hilarious, so I have to make a screenshot, because this just looks great. I'm not buying anything, so please go away. I never did stuff like that. I never directly fought the Wither. I always trapped him somewhere, as you do, and stuff like that. So these things I want to do before 1.18 hits, because for 1.18 I have big plans, because I want to build an entire city, and it's also going to be a multiplayer world with some of my friends. So there are other players there. We're going to have a little economy, etc., etc. So I want to just get things done, so I understand how they work, just in case certain spots are for me to do. For example, if I end up being the one who is going to supply our player group with iron, I should know how to make an iron farm, or at least understand the concept, you know? So this is going to be probably a very tutorial-esque playthrough. I'm still a bit worried, so now he can't see me. So I'm going to take some time to explain certain things. And the reason I have these holes here, I'm not sure whether or not I said something about that. These are for 3 auto smelters. I could have checked, I could have stopped the recording here and checked the clips I have so far, but no, I'm not going. I'm in explanation mode, so I will continue. So these are for 3 auto smelters, 4 furnaces, blast furnaces, and a smoker. And it's a pretty simple design I picked up a long time ago. I don't remember who created it. It's not my idea because I don't understand redstone, but this is so simple that I now can build it from my mind. So I know how to build it, but in order to build it, I'm going to need some quartz, because we're going to need comparators and repeaters. So the next step is to go to the nether, even though I don't want to, and this guy's still here. So yeah, I am going to see you when I enter the nether. I would say this is enough to be prepared for what is to come. We do have a little bit of this, and I was lucky to get a Sigtech pickaxe, so I also started to just throw this stuff in like this because I don't need it right now. And I want to fortune 3 these if I can. I also stacked up here, and I put my diamonds into here. So this basically means we are going to the nether. I'm going to enchant my sword so I have a little bit more damage in case I need it. I'm going to make a golden helmet so I'm prepared. I need a flint. I need a piece of iron. Whoop and whoop, and some lapis. So, I mean, it's just going to be a small enchantment. No, I'm breaking too, okay. It's not good, but I take what I can get here. Let's try the chest plate. We have blast protection. Okay, blast protection can be really good. So I take that. Let's see. I'm giving us just a little bit of protection 1. It's probably not going to do much, if I'm honest, because it's another. And I usually don't go there with iron gear, so I'm totally underprepared for what I usually do. But I want to get at least one of the super smelters or fast smelters ready. They're not that super because they're just using 6 furnaces each, so it's not like they're highly industrial. We're not talking about 20 or 30 things like I've seen other people do. So let's close the doors. Oh, we have a wandering trader, but he's not important right now because we're going to the nether. And I'm not sure whether or not I like that, but yeah, ooh, a lot of cows. I was first I thought I hop in and get what I need, but then again, this is the first trip we're taking, so yeah, goodbye world, we're probably going to die. Whew. Okay, that's not necessarily a bad spot. I will need this. Thank you very much. This is not a bad spot because I mean there are a lot of skeletons and there are ghasts spawning over there. But we can get soul sand and soul soil pretty easily, so I actually like this. Yeah, so we are now in the Nether. Hey! I forgot I have to put them down. See, I haven't been in the Nether in a long time. I forgot I have to put these down. But yeah, I hope I'm going to survive this. And we are going to see each other as soon as I am ready to build up the smelter so we can finish today's episode. So now to wrap this episode up, we're going to build one of the smelters. And in order to do that, I first have to replace the torch I just took down. We're not actually going to need a lot of stuff, as you can see. It's still quite expensive because one of these contraptions needs 30 hoppers, which is a lot of iron. That's the reason why I had to collect so much. I just want to be clear, this is not my initial idea. I've seen a video a couple of years ago that showed this and I couldn't find it, so I can't put it in the description. If someone watching knows where this comes from, please tell me so I can add this into the description later on. And that's also the reason why I decided to build it here to show it, because otherwise I just would have to could put the video in the description, which I want to do if I find it again. But yeah, let's get started. I'm going to start from the bottom, which means this is our output chest. Let's grab everything. So of these, this is decoration we're going to need later, so that's not that important. That's our output chest, and we have 6 hoppers running into that. I actually don't know whether or not you can make this longer without any major changes to it. As I said, it's a contraption I picked up from someone else, so I can't really answer these questions. And also I'm not good with redstone, so I really need tutorial videos, otherwise I'm decently lost. So the next step is we have these here. This is going to be our fuel section. These hoppers are going to fill the bottom of the of our furnace. So and then we are going to need 6 running onto this like this, and we need the same structure again here to fill the top half. I'm going to build this as a kind of small support structure. So, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. and 6. So that's all the hoppers placed. And we can, let's place the chests while we're at it. We are, that was not, see, now the hopper is gone and it fell into the furnace, but that's what it is supposed to be doing. So these are our 2 input chests. Let's put the hopper back. So, and now we can do a little bit of redstone. It's not going to be much. I could have left that here. So, I'm gonna trap myself. Whoop. Whoop. So that's this side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We have. It's really not that complicated, and I mean, I can't explain how this mechanically works. As I said, I have no idea how redstone works, but it's basically just this. You have your input chest, that's for fuel, but so let's grab some stuff and show it off. So 6 is okay. So this is supposed to fuel, so we throw it in, and this little redstone line over here should fill everything up, but it doesn't. Yay! Okay, it prepares it. Okay, I think I start to understand. So as you can see, I'm not the best with it, but I have an idea. So I am going to grab some cobble for later. And let's do the second thing here. Boop. Boop. This way. And that in this way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And 6. And now when I add these, hopefully is it the other way around? See, I'm not necessarily the smartest. Okay, now it worked. See, magic. Redstone is magic. But it also means now I have coal here, where it's not supposed to be, and here. So it's doing stuff, which is good. So let's give it a little bit more to do. I wanted to smelt some cobblestone anyway. Fuel and stuff. And now everything turns on. Okay, I don't know what this glitch was about, but yeah, I'm not necessarily a redstone person, but for some reason I made a tutorial out of this anyway, so let's I was pretty much prepared, except that I put two redstone torches too many in the chest, but yeah. And I forgot to turn off my phone while preparing this. Boop. And yeah. So, and that's decoration. Okay. A couple of things too much, but that is fine by me. So we have the fuel and what to be smelted, and stuff comes out here slowly, but that is what's supposed to be happening. So yeah, as I said, I built these before, but if something goes wrong, I'm not necessarily the best person to answer that question. But yeah, I'm planning to build two more of these, as I said, one for smokers and one for blast furnaces. I do have enough iron, but I need to get more wood because yeah, you need 36 chests for this and 30 hoppers, so that's quite a lot. And yeah, I would say that's bloop. Yeah, I would say that's enough for today's episode. Thank you so much for watching. I pressed shift too many times, and the game and Windows decided to ask whether or not I want to do the thing. What usually happens with Windows, you know, the thing. Yeah. Anyway, thank you so much for watching, and yeah, I hope I see you in the next episode. Good night, and don't forget to brush your teeth.